Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here. Welcome to another Beast Morphers theory video. It has theories and theories. I wanted to wait a little while before doing this, and I still plan on doing one mid-season, but this was inspired by an idea for a video I already had, and simultaneously with the fact that there was some aspects in my Beast Morphers theory video I completely forgot to mention until after it was already uploaded, so I wanted to add on to that. So the idea is, what will Beast Morphers series, or Season 2 look like? Sorry, we're not in the UK. Mainly because what I find interesting, and this is the thing I forgot to mention in my Beast Morphers theory video. Also, disclaimer, sorry guys, still not using pictures, especially with the stuff I'm talking about. I would love to use visual aids, but Hasbro's still doing the copyright thing, so I'm hoping, maybe, fingers crossed, by the time I do a theory video at the end of Beast Morphers or midway through, we can start using pictures again, but I'm sorry, you just gotta deal with me and my best bud Ace. And that's all you need. Not me, but Ace. Season 2, because something I wanted to highlight was, what's interesting is that within this first year, from what we've seen from the show, via previews and set photos, and from the toys, the only thing that we're missing that we know of from Gobusters, Ranger-wise, is really the powered custom stuff and Tatagami Lyo. And obviously the powered custom is a pretty solid, you know, and classic use for a power-up suit that could be easily used for Super Beast Morphers or whatever they call it. I think somebody confirmed it's not going to be called Super Beast Morphers, but you know what I mean. It's a pretty easy out for, like, this is going to be the new second season, the faces of it's going to be powered custom. But, you know, setting that aside, powered custom and Tatagami Lyo I don't feel is enough on its own to fuel a second season in terms of new content for both the story and the toys. And we've been shown in this early first season, we're still in the first wave of toys, that Hasbro is willing to make its own stuff. We got an original power-up, 2 original weapons, some original villain stuff going on. Who knows what we could see by then. So, like, what would Season 2 look like? Some people have speculated, and I did a video on this already, would it be Zyuohger? And I did this before Beast Morphers was even close to premiering. But it's funny because I did that because I thought it was kind of funny that people's sole evidence that it would be is because they're both animals. It just seemed really simplistic, but at the same time there was a lot of like weird logic that didn't necessarily line up that wound up working in MMPR seasons 1 through 3. Just a lot of coincidences that just worked out, so who knows. I still, as of this time, think that's kind of unlikely. Maybe you're in the future watching this and laughing because this comment didn't age well and Zyuohger is somehow incorporated in Beast Morphers Season 2. But there are some updates on that. Something I didn't think about, and one of the reasons I said I don't think it's likely, is I felt they would have to do a lot of awkward shuffling in terms of how many characters they have, especially if, you know, they use Robot J, then there's really only 4 human characters to work with unless they introduce new characters we don't know about. But I didn't even think about Blaze and Roxy at the time, especially with the way they've been introduced in the show. So who knows? They could end up having Blaze and Roxy incorporate into the team to create Zyuohger. I still don't think it's likely, but that's definitely something I didn't consider and interesting to think about. Also, there was a theory, again, I'm sorry I don't remember who wrote this, I just kind of saw it posted somewhere on Twitter, but they were talking about the training simulator that Devin's been talking about a lot in the early episodes of Beast Morphers and how we haven't seen it yet. Again, maybe by the time this is uploaded, we have seen it because this video might be delayed from when it's being recorded. But that maybe the simulator was using the Zyuohger suits, and either that could mean that's a way to use them, like these are the simulator suits, release simulator suit figures, or maybe something happens and they have to use the simulator suits as Ranger powers. Point is, of this little rant, for what could Season 2 look like? Could it have Zyuohger or Zyuohger elements? Maybe. I think that personally it's pretty unlikely, but I think that there's certain developments that make it a little bit more plausible, at least in a headcanon wise. I think, for me personally, if I had to say that it was likely in any way, I think what I would like to see, slash what I think would maybe be more likely, is maybe elements of it are used. My buddy, Curyuzio, what's your name, Kevin? I forget, what's your name? Had a theory about maybe them being used like an Alien Ranger type team, like a different team from somewhere. I'd like to see that. Point is, that's how I would like to see it. Now, other people have said stuff like basically any number of the unadapted Sentai seasons. I've seen Loot Pat thrown out there because of the more official nature of Grid Battle Force, even Q Ranger. Again, I don't want to ever say, or never say never, because, you know, there's been so many surprises in PR, and I feel like I'm in a broken record saying that in a lot of videos, but PR has surprised us a lot recently, so I feel like anything is possible. But if anything, I would say Zyuohger would be the most likely, just because I feel Q Ranger's one they're going to want to do on its own if they do it. Loop-Pat may be the same. I think that would be one they could see a cool versus marketing in. But Kyuranger especially, again, maybe you're in the future. Maybe you're from a timeline where Kyuranger is Beast Morpher Season 2. I don't know, maybe you're from Earth 38. I'm not going to be Earthist. I just feel like if Kyuranger's on the table, that would be something they'd want to do as its own season, because I feel like that would require even more gymnastics to figure out how to transfer that over. So I think that's least likely. What I would like to see, and what I think is more likely, is we're still going to get the Gobusters suits, but with just even more original content. Meaning, I think we could potentially see some additional Rangers, maybe some unique power-ups, unique developments that we haven't even thought of. I think it could be just wholly more original, like just going off of what they've built that's unique to Beast Morphers from Gobusters. I think that's what we'll see, and that's what I would personally like to see. Even though I do kind of like, personally in a way, the early weird hybridization of the early Saban era. Like, I think it's what made PR special. And I kind of would like to see a hybrid season in the future if we continue to do Sentai footage. I think that would be kind of cool to see how they might do that again. But in terms of this season, it's a little bit biased because I love these suits so much. But I would much rather see them just expand on what they already have with these suits, maybe giving us more original story, maybe some new original Rangers. I'd rather see that route than Zyuohger. And if we're going to keep using Sentai footage in this way, I only say that because there's part of me that wants animated. But I'm just saying, if we're going to keep doing the same formula, I kind of like to see all of them be adapted, because I like the Zyuohger stuff personally, and I think there's a lot of strong selling points that it could make here in the US. But yeah, that's what I would like to see. That's what I think it'll personally look like, is maybe some more stuff we're not even thinking of. Because right now, a lot of us are thinking inside the box of, okay, what did Gobusters have? What other Sentais could they use? I think that they could expand outwards from Gobusters itself, and maybe even use some stuff, as I mentioned in that early theory video, Honey Nut Theorios. Use some stuff from, like, the Dobutsu movie, the green and black suits. Maybe the Dobutsu, somebody said that in the comments of that video, maybe the Dobutsu suits with the black visor could be the Season 2 suits. Who knows? Maybe it's both of these things, but I think that's the most likely option. But what do you guys think? What do you think that Season 2 will look like? What do you want Season 2 to look like? Let me know in the comments. Again, I do plan on doing another theory video at the mid-season point, and, like, obviously at the end of the season. Any other ones that come up will be because of some sort of development. Maybe there's a huge development in the next episode that I need to do a video about, but that's the plan for now. I just wanted to include this because I felt bad that I didn't include that part that I really want to talk about in the other video. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, following the steps and ring that bell, doing notifications for all my videos, my Power Rangers news, and toy reviews. Until next time, Dawson Rider, signing out.